Hello there, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, welcome to the channel. So, today's video is going to be very important. And without any further ado, I want to get into the video because I don't want you to go away and I want you to watch to the very end. And I really wish that you do. And I promise that this video is going to be worth your while. I'm going to touch upon a very important topic and I'm going to essentially break the video in like three parts. I'll talk about three mistakes, so point by point I'll go through these three things. And yeah, do try to watch it till the very end because you will be getting something important from this video. So I'm going to talk about English honors student, and I'm essentially talking to English honors student who are in college right now. So there I'm going to talk about three mistakes that you need to avoid as English honors student in college right now. So number one mistake, not doing internship or not doing enough internships. So as English honors students, we tend to not think much about internships because our degrees are such, like we are more focused on learning, and the course is more of an intellectual nature. It's not a professional degree like law and engineering. So we tend to focus less on becoming job ready or becoming employable or developing marketable skills, because we don't essentially get hired right at the end of our degree. So कई बार ऐसा होता है कि we don't think about our post graduation plans, like our plans after our graduation, unlike the people of the other degrees. So we don't invest in a lot of internships. We think that, okay, what are we going to actually gain from these internships? Like, there are a lot of people who have done a lot of internships. Like, I know a lot of my classmates used to do a lot of internships, but then again, a majority of the janta, they don't get involved in internships because of the nature of the degree. And there's not a lot of emphasis from the department, the faculty also, because the course doesn't demand that. So you need to take this upon yourself to do a lot of internships. Like, don't do too many internships, but definitely do one internships or two internship per semester, because you're not going to realize the importance of internships and the experience that you're going to get from it right now. But after you're outside of the gate of your college, once your graduation is done, then you're going to realize how important it is to get involved in internships. And don't be too choosy with the internship. Don't only go for content and writing internships just because you're an English honors student. You don't know what you're going to like by the end of your college. By the end of the 3 years, you will realize something very different. You will be someone very different. And it's important to develop marketable skills from the first year itself, because trust me, your degree is not going to teach you that. The course is very great, but it's not great when it comes to learning marketable skills. Like, that is something that you have to take it on yourself and teach that to yourself through internships. And internships are a very good way to learn about, to get very hands-on experience and learn about stuff. So do internships, and not just on content writing. Go for marketing internships, go for social media manager intern posts. And yeah, start being active on LinkedIn from the get-go itself. Try to make a profile and be active, interact with other English honors students, and also from other degrees. Look at what other English honors students are doing, look what other college students are doing, how active they are. So please don't just be tunnel visioned and don't live in a cocoon or in the comfort of your degree. Just explore and see what other people are doing, and look for what sort of internships are available for you. There are lots of internships available. There are a lot of government internships also available, like Niti Aayog internships. So keep an eye out for that. So yeah, don't be tunnel vision, don't be cocooned in your course, and just explore outside. Look in the market, look in the real world, get a feel for it. So yeah, that's the first mistake that you need to avoid. So second mistake you need to avoid is that uh, not trying to upskill during college. So again, it's related to my first point only. Like, as English honors student, we don't try to upskill quite a lot, because of course the nature of the degree is on a bit on the intellectual side. So there's less emphasis on employability and learning marketable skills. So we don't learn that. and course also doesn't teach us much of marketable skills. So you have to make sure that तुम अपने साइड से ही कुछ कुछ marketable skills सीखना शुरू कर रहे हो. Like do some courses आजकल बहुत सारे platforms पे available होती हैं, free courses भी होती हैं, but paid वाले करोगे तो you'll get a certificate and that will look really good on your CV. So there are a lot of cheap courses available on Udemy. Udemy is a very good platform. For this video is not sponsored, but I am still going to say good things about Udemy because you can learn a lot from Udemy at a very cheap rate. And also there's Coursera and all of that. So yeah, use that, and I'm going to list some of the skills that you can learn as English honors student and which will be of importance to you once you graduate. So number one would be digital marketing. Digital marketing is something which is very hot right now. There are a lot of jobs available in this field, and everybody is looking for digital marketers, one who has knowledge of digital marketing. And yeah, so definitely you should get that skill, learn that, put that on your CV, do some internships, and yeah, just know about it. And second one would be copywriting. Copywriting is also yet another a very lucrative skill to have. Copywriting is basically writing. You are writing ads, ad copies for various brands and companies, and yeah. So basically, it's kind of marketing work, but you have to use your words for that, and which is something you must be good at because you are an English honors student. So copywriting is a very good marketable skill to have as an English honor student because you're using your skills of writing and you're writing to sell. So you have to be persuasive with your writing. You have to learn about it, like how to write, how to write in a way that it sells, the product sells. So that is something which you should learn. Number three would be learning about SEO, search engine optimization. So you're already into writing, you're already writing content, you do content writing internships. So it will be important to learn about search engine optimization. So these days it's very important to use right keywords while you're writing any article for any website, for any company, because in order to be discovered by the search engine, in order to be displayed in the search results, the article needs to have the right keywords. So these days, when you look in the job description of a lot of content writing internships and jobs, you will see that they will ask you to have, sorry, they'll ask you to have knowledge of SEO, because then you will already know how to write, how to use keywords, and how to write articles that are SEO optimized. So it is an important skill to have because people are looking for it. If you look at the job descriptions, you'll always see that they always write that must have knowledge of SEO. So learn that, get a certificate for that as well, because that also will add to your CV. And the last one I would suggest would be UI UX, which I won't get into in too much detail because this video will go for very long then. So just this is something which you should look into. UI UX is about user experience research and user experience writing, and also experience designing. But I'm not talking about designing. I'm only talking about UI UX writing and research. So user experience means like a lot of these tech companies, they hire a lot of researchers to conduct research about the people who are visiting their website, how they're interacting with the website, what age group, and what their interactions are, what they are buying on the website, how they are like general research on the behavior of the user. So they hire, tech companies hire a lot of UI UX people, and they're essentially from the humanities background because it is thought that people from the humanities background are more empathetic towards people. So that is why humanities people are getting hired as UI UX researchers and writers. So learn about UI UX. I have not talked about it extensively here, but उसके बारे में definitely read करना because UI UX काफ़ी important है, मतलब काफ़ी अच्छा चल रहा है अभी, मतलब it's an important skill to learn. So yeah, these are the two mistakes, and the last mistake that people make is that choosing the path of least resistance after their graduation. By which I mean, I'll explain this point because ये थोड़ा मैंने complicated सा बोल दिया, choosing the path of least resistance. So कई बार क्या होता है कि हम लोग graduation के बाद बहुत confused हो जाते हैं because there's no direct path after it. Like we are not prepared to face the world basically, कि पता नहीं होता है कि अब क्या किया जाए next, बिकॉज़ डिग्री तो इतनी अच्छी थी और डिग्री तो अब ख़त्म हो गई एंड नाउ यू आर बैक इन द रियल वर्ल्ड. तो यू आर लाइक अच्छा अब क्या किया जाए. So that kind of confuse you, and due to like this confusion, a lot of students go for masters or do for or go for something very random. So which is something you need to avoid, because going for something random just after your graduation simply because you want to avoid the sense of feeling confused and sense of this existential crisis that you're feeling after your UG, because suddenly the course is over and you don't know what to do with yourself anymore. So it's very important not to do the mistake of picking up anything random. And a lot of times masters लोग इसीलिए करते हैं because they don't know what to do next. Like for a lot of students is a well thought of decision also. काफ़ी लोग masters एक अच्छे decision लेकर करते हैं because उनको उसी में आगे बढ़ना होता है. बट कई बार लोग masters इसलिए भी कर लेते हैं because उनको वो uncertainty अच्छी नहीं लग रही होती है. So don't do that mistake. Don't choose the path of least resistance. Don't choose the masters just because of that, just to avoid the uncertainty of your career. So my advice is that we are totally confused, just go for a gap year. Gap year is not a crime. Gap year से काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को भी मिलता है. गैप ईयर ले सकते हो एंड उसमें कुछ और एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हो, कुछ इंटर्नशिप्स कर सकते हो एंड जॉब मार्केट की फील ले सकते हो. So that would be a better decision rather than going for something random. And trust me, gap year, if used productively, can really set you up in life. So, yeah, think wisely. Don't just jump into anything random just because you want your undergrad life back, you want the same laid back lifestyle back. Because the hard truth is that the same laid back lifestyle of those 3 years is never going to return anytime soon, because that part of life is over and that got ended when your college ended. So, it's important to move on and face the world as it is. So, no matter how cozy and how amazing that course felt, you have to move on in life. So, yeah, those were the three mistakes that I wanted to talk about. And even though I have really edited, like I wanted to talk about quite a lot of things. I wanted to explain everything a little bit more, but yeah, even then, this video is like 12 minutes long. So, yeah, those were the three mistakes then you need to avoid as an English honors student if you are in college right now. So, yeah, do like the video, subscribe to the channel, and do let me know if you resonated with the video. And yeah, see you soon.